are some rule changes coming into effect in 2024 for Medicare Advantage plans. And here to talk with me about that is Jae Oh, author of Maximize Your Medicare. Jae, welcome.
Thanks for having me, Bob.
Pleasure. So what do folks need to know about this?
Well, the way that Medicare Advantage carriers create plans is they're given a per diem, a monthly amount, in order to create the set of benefits that Medicare Advantage members enjoy. Now, the fact is that that methodology has been subject to a lot of public debate. In fact, you can remember we discussed a Supreme Court case where it empowered the CMS to look back and claw back overpayments upheld by the Supreme Court. Fast forward to today, it turns out that for next year, 2024, that the methodology they're going to use in order to assess a particular member's state of health will change. And as a result, the payment structure to the Medicare Advantage carrier will therefore change. Predictably, we have a very complicated healthcare delivery system. There are a lot of stakeholders with different interests and different points of view, and we are seeing that now in full flight.
So what does this mean for the average Medicare Advantage enrollee?
We are going to have to wait and see, because on one hand, the one side of this argument, if you will, and it's not really an argument, but one side might state that this would result in lower payments, in which case Medicare Advantage carriers would reasonably put further limits on the benefits inside of Medicare Advantage. Whether or not this comes to pass, whether or not that becomes true in 2024, that is yet to be seen. I think, and this is my opinion, a biased opinion, but certainly, with some experience behind it, which is that I think that the different carriers, the effect, the decisions that they will make will vary from carrier to carrier. So as a result, it's just another reason that, I'm so grateful to you, Bob, because the fact is, we try to communicate with people and say that these are ultimately annual contracts, every detail being subject to change every year. The result of that then is that just makes common rational sense for the consumer, if they're a Medicare Advantage member this year, to be able to remember and check your plans as they change and evolve, as they will invariably do.
So one other follow-up in terms of potential changes: many Medicare Advantage enrollees enjoy a $0 premium per month. Do you think carriers will perhaps increase that premium amount?
I think every last detail is subject to competition. And I think that it's a very good closing point, which is that while on one hand, we are going to have the different ways that Medicare Advantage carriers may rearrange, adjust their set of benefits that they provide to members. The positive, of course, is the market is hyper competitive. The sellers are very, very aware of this. They know that their competitors are very capable. And from this, consumers have definitely benefited, meaning that if the competitors are competing hard, that is to the benefit, if you will, of the members, because they're trying to attract more membership who will use the benefits in their specific plans.
And given the numbers that we're talking, roughly 1 in 2 Medicare beneficiaries, tens of millions of people are using these plans. So it's not an insignificant number of people who will be potentially affected by this.
And that is, of course, the number of different issues that we won't solve here today. Where we have fiscal reality, we have demographic reality in our country, and before we go down that wormhole of settling who's this or who's that. The fact is, we still have demographic reality. 65 million now on Medicare. As you rightly pointed out, about half are Medicare Advantage plan members, whether or not that becomes from an individually selected plan or from a group plan which is provided by their prior employer. 30 million is a big number no matter which way it gets divided.
Jay, as always, we've covered a lot of ground. Anything we missed or anything that just bears reemphasizing?
We've had an incredible couple of months here, Bob, on Medicare headlines, healthcare cost planning headlines that affect everyday people, irrespective of net worth and other circumstances. I think the bottom line is we're going to have to keep up to date because things are going to change inevitably.
Yeah, there's a famous saying from the Harry Potter series. Mad Eye Moody is credited with saying it, but constant vigilance is the operative phrase for me, at least.
That sounds very good. Anything from Harry Potter sounds good.
All right, Jay, as always, thanks for sharing your knowledge and wisdom with us. Always greatly appreciated.
Thanks, Bob, for having me.